Good morning and welcome. Today we will be discussing the breaking down of the home buying process. My name is Letitia Kobos and I hope that you are able to gain some useful tips through our discussions today. First, I would like to share a quote with you. A good home must be made, not bought. While I agree with this quote, I would also argue that the home purchaser should also be well informed to ensure a smooth and favorable process. In our discussion today, we will be discussing how to decide if now is the right time, shopping for a new home, and getting a home loan. In order to decide if now is the right time, we should set realistic goals, get good advice, plan carefully, clearly understand the costs. Some questions to ask yourself is now the right time to buy? How much can I afford to spend? What are my current spending habits and how much credibility do I have? Some advantages to homeownership are the stable housing costs, the tax benefits, the equity that your home builds, the freedom to control your environment, and the stability. The disadvantages that you may want to consider are the monthly costs involved with the home, no guarantee that your home will increase in value, the maintenance and repairs, the decreased mobility, and the fewer amenities that come along with an apartment. In order to determine how much you can afford to spend, you should consider the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, also known as PITI. Principal is the amount that you've borrowed against the purchase of your home and the part of the mortgage that pays off what you've borrowed. The interest is the amount the lender is charging you to borrow the money. The tax is the portion of the money used to pay taxes on your home, and the insurance is used to pay homeowners insurance. Some of this money is collected and placed into an escrow account, and some of it is applied directly towards your home loan. One thing to consider is how you spend your money. It's important to set realistic goals to achieve home ownership. You must track your monthly spending habits, create a spending plan, make adjustments to the plan, and then most importantly, follow the plan. Your credit matters when it comes to buying a home. You should get a copy of your credit report, understand your credit score when reviewing your credit report. If you do not have a copy of your credit report, you should be able to get one through myannualcreditreport.com, which is a website that allows you to get one free credit report per year. In order to find a home loan, you should shop around for the best lender. Then you will work to get pre-approved. Pre-approval is when you apply for a home loan before you actually found a house that you want to buy. You provide all the same information needed to qualify for the loan, and if you are considered creditworthy, the lender tells you the maximum amount that you can afford. The different loan types are FHA, VA, and conventional. You should consider each loan type and determine which is best for your financial needs. Down payment is the money that you pay upfront towards the purchase of your home. Typically, the amount is between 3 and 20%. Down payment assistance is a program that offers grants or loans that can be used toward the purchase of your home. Eligibility is typically based on income, family size, and the property that is being purchased. When shopping for a home, you should decide what kind of home you want. Try to think of your top 3 features so that you can keep these in mind when searching for a home. To make shopping for a home easier, you should consider working with a real estate agent. Since you will end up spending a lot of time with this person, you should be sure to select an agent that you trust and respect. In order to do that, you could ask for recommendations from people that you know, and you should interview more than one professional. Now, time for the fun part, time to house hunt. Make sure you visit many homes. Take your time, drive through the neighborhoods, browse real estate listings online, Visit open houses. Visit new subdivisions where new homes are being built. Ask friends or relatives. Compare homes. And lastly, be sure to evaluate your dream home against all of your prospects. When you do have a prospect that you would like to put in an offer on, be sure to double check the neighborhood. Visit in the daytime and at night. Visit schools and daycares. Evaluate your commute to and from home and work, and look at other houses within that same neighborhood. Now it's time to make an offer. First, you write a purchase offer, which is how much you're willing to pay. The offer outlines an official contract with the seller. Expect to pay a deposit or earnest money, which shows the seller that you are serious. And based on your offer price, figure out monthly costs, including mortgage insurance and taxes. How much will you need for down payment, closing costs, moving expenses, and cost of repairs? All of these financial costs should be considered. After setting an offer price, a written purchase offer is presented to the seller. Be sure to read the offer letter and understand all the stipulations outlined. A lot of these contractual details can be negotiated. Items typically included in the proposal are the price, the amount of earnest money that will be given, the legal names of the buyer and the seller, the address and description of the home, the closing date, how the home will be paid for, conditions of the sale, and the time limit for the seller to be able to review and consider the offer. Once a proposal is presented to the seller, one of three things can happen. They can accept your offer, they can counteroffer, or they can reject it. Obviously, if they accept your offer, then you're good to move on to the next step. If they have a counteroffer, then it's something for you to consider. And then if they reject your offer, then you're back to square one. If your offer is accepted, then you move on to the professional home inspection. You should get your home inspected as soon as possible. The inspection allows you to know what repairs, if any, are needed for the home. If problems are found, you may be able to negotiate with the seller to make the repairs or provide a credit for the cost of repair. If there are serious problems that result in you no longer wanting to buy the home, you can cancel the sale and get your earnest money back. So, what's next? You're approved. Now you can manage the escrow process, buy your homeowner's insurance, which protects you and the lender against catastrophes, meet the surveyor, and meet the title officer. Next is closing the loan. It's the final step in the home buying process. Expect to sign all your closing documents, pay closing costs, and receive the deed and keys to your new home. The deed is a legal contract that changes the ownership from the seller to the buyer. In order to protect yourself, ask your escrow agent and lender for copies of all documents that have been signed at closing time ahead of time so that you can have the chance to review them. Review the documents with the trusted advisors such as a housing counselor or an attorney, and ask questions if there's anything that you don't understand within the documents. Congratulations! Now you get the keys to move into your new home. This completes our presentation. Thank you for your time today.